Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. We are getting into the final phases of the expansion project. And inshallah, we'll now start working on some of the elements of the project that will be more visible to the community. One such is the finishing of the veranda area. So Brother Qasim has worked very dedicatedly on this, how the veranda area will look like. And he will share that with the rest of the committee. He shared internally with the MCMC committees and received some feedback. So it's for the general community, and you can also provide your feedback, inshallah, to myself or Brother Qasim. Again, as I requested in Juma, that if you have outstanding pledges, we are really getting into the crunch time. We are signing really big contracts, 100,000, 150,000. We just signed a contract for doors, more than 100 doors that will cost us $150,000. We'll be making an appeal for that, but we really need money. And so one avenue is to give us donation. Other avenue that we have been requesting is about loans. People are giving us loans, but they are not in that bigger amount that make a dent to the overall money that we need. So I'm requesting you, if you have outstanding pledges, please fulfill them. We'll be making an appeal later this month. And if you have the capacity to give us loan, please come forward and see me. I'll hand it to Brother Qasim, he'll be share. Just take 5 minutes, but inshallah, it will be good for the, and you will see inshallah how the whole veranda area will look like.
So, Brother Waqar has requested to share this design that we are working on. And this is the section in the main entrance that eventually, we're planning to open. So some of the design elements, are shared over here. And as far as, from practical point of view, from, maintenance point of view, just want to make sure that, we try to cover all the angles. And I would love to, hear feedback from you, good, bad, or, any addition, subtraction, that'll be great. So as you can see, the section that I'm referring to is basically this is the men's section, that, mainly. Okay. And the other side would be the sisters' entrance. So again, back to the original entrance that we used to have, which was, the sisters used to enter from this door, and the brothers used to enter from this door. So this will again remain in place. There's no change there. The big change, obviously, is the connection now to the new building, which is, as you can see, on the other side. Now, starting from the next, will be is basically the school entrance, and that's the side that is depicted here in the design. So I've tried to fuse together classical and the modern elements in here, and I hope I've achieved the right balance. If it's too much or if it's too little, I would like to hear your feedback on this. Now, looking into the details of each. So, starting with the space in between the arches that you see. Probably, in my screen small, it might be bigger than there. The plan is to have, the 99 names of Allah, the, Asmaul Husna, and this will be basically in a ceramic tile format. So we plan to get it, from Turkey, and we're trying to still negotiate on the price, but hopefully, we should be able to get those. Now, all the star elements that you see, these will be all woodwork. They will be, basically what you call the jali, and it'll have the Islamic star, from the 10-point stars in this, and this will be covering the surrounds of the entrance of the school. The idea is just to enhance the entrance look, and also you can see the brown surround that you see is basically against kind of, it's kind of drywall that will be used to, again, enhance the entrance of the school. In the in the ceiling that you see, there's a medallion. I'll show in detail, how it looks like later. But basically, again, this was taken from, I don't know, those who have visited Turkey, in front of the Blue Mosque, there's a big structure, the Hagia Sophia. And in the dome of that, there is exactly the same, so this is the replica of that. Is this basically an ayat from Surah Al-Nur, Allah Nur Samawat. So that ayat is what's being calligraphed over here. Now, going further down, you see the green, kind of artwork over there, and that will be in the four corners. We'll have the, the Khulafa Rashidin, the four Khalifa. Their names will be there. In the middle, you'll have the Allah and Muhammad. The flooring will be of marble, as you can see. So this is just the view in the daytime, and this is the evening time. So you can see the difference. Now, coming to the masjid side, there's quite a few, things going on here. Starting from the middle of the, in between the two doors, you find that, we plan to have the donation box. This will be embedded in the wall, so we can have it a bit more secure. You cannot rip it out or anything. So it'll have, the Lillah, Sadaqah, Zakat, basically donation drop boxes here. Above that, we'll have a digital TV screen, just like, the one we have downstairs above the shoe rack. This will be much larger in size, and it'll be again mainly for, digital signage purpose. From, the salah timing to the flyers and, any messages, important messages. Continuing at the bottom, you see the shoe rack. Try to keep it, kind of low, so as to not to clutter the wall with the shoes, when people enter. But the idea is, because this will be the main entrance, you will need to put your shoes somewhere, and, so try to do it at the bottom. But there will be more shoe rack spaces, once you enter these doors. So this is not it, there are basically more shoes spaces. And then you have, the regular, hard copies of flyers. For that, you'll have a basically bulletin board on both sides, on the brother side and the sister side. And that little niche that you see is, again, meant for the drinking water. Again, this, the architectural element is taken mainly from the Moroccan, theme. So, just for the appearance at this point. Again, this is, kind of daytime without any lights on, and this is with the lights on in the evening. And this is where you see the door entrance. This is the brother side, and as I said, in the four corners you'll have the Khulafa Rashidin, the four Khulafas, their name, and the middle section will have, Allah and Muhammad. This is just, trying to zoom into the section of the arches and, how those small husna, the 99 names and the tiles, how they'll be incorporated. And that's what's shown over here. And this is basically the arch work that will be in the whole surround of, both the sides of the wall. So this is the short presentation I have. I just want to show you the panoramic view of it. And this one you should be able to, so this is the medallion I was referring to. So, the Surah 35 from Surah Nur. And on the surrounding you have the kalima, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And middle you have the chandelier. There will be some sitting, so if people like to walk in and have a seat, and there will be some seats also, as shown over here. This is where you see the actual drop boxes for the donation, right in the middle. So that's all I have. If you can provide me any feedback or any. Yeah, so trying to keep it as practical and simple as possible, yet elegant. So just want to try to, that's the aim of the whole design here. Sorry? Huh? It looks better on the screen? So you can actually use, those of you who are kind of tech savvy, they can use the virtual reality glasses, and you can upload this file and you can immerse yourself, as if you're standing in there, before it's even been built. So you're welcome to upload the file.